I recently got back from a trip in Texas visiting an old friend from high school, and I really want to break down the true freedom of entrepreneurship. And at this stage in my business, it's still fairly new. I'm still fairly new in business. I'm still in the building stage of my business, which is a lot of fun. But my friend got mad at me because I was working on a Sunday. He's like, I thought you had all this freedom. Why did I take PTO if you're going to work on Sunday? And I'm like, okay, yes, I do have freedom as an entrepreneur, but I don't get paid time off. I have to work when my clients need me. So if I'm going to take a phone call on a Saturday, if we're trying to meet a deadline, I'm going to take a phone call or make a phone call if I'm emailing someone and they're available, and it just makes sense to have a phone call. It's not that I don't have freedom. I have a lot of freedom as an entrepreneur. There's a certain time block when you have a W-2 job, and you have to be there at a certain time. You leave at a certain time. You have to take a break at a certain time sometimes. You don't get paid for lunches. So there's less restrictions as an entrepreneur. If I need to stay up late until 12 a.m. doing some work, then I'm going to stay up and do some work. And if that means that I need to shift my sleep schedule a little bit because I want to make sure that I get 7 hours of sleep, well, then I'm going to shift my sleep schedule if I have that availability in the next day. Um, the 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 freedom of entrepreneurship is that I can really work from anywhere that I want to work. And you know, if it's very weird. It's very weird the last couple years that I really enjoy what I do. Like I love all of the stuff that I'm doing, and I'm doing a lot of stuff. There's no separation between work and life. There's like no work life balance. I had another friend who's like, you better, you know, you better be taking some time off for yourself, right? And if I'm trying to build a goal, I'm trying to build my business. I want to scale my business. I have some big, hairy, audacious goals. And yes, do I rest? Of course, but I'm not going to spend 3 hours watching an NFL draft. It serves me no purpose. It doesn't affect me in any manner. It doesn't affect me in, it's not going to matter in a year. It's not going to matter in 2 years or 5 years or 10 years. So I'd rather sink more time into building my business or doing something for my business than waste time doing something else. Um, that's not to say that I don't rest. I'm learning more about rest and rejuvenation, and that's super important so that I can approach my business and help my clients with a clear mindset. And that's something that I've been kind of struggling with. But overall, I think that the true freedom of entrepreneurship is that you're not restricted to certain things. And if I need to take a day off, um, then I'm gonna take a day off, and I don't have to ask anyone because I can plan my day off as it fits in my schedule. My 95-year-old grandma, who recently passed away, was very sick a few times over the last year, and I made it a point to go down and visit her. I drove 1,000 miles one week just to go down and visit her as she was kind of recovering or on the edge of death every time. It was I'm very grateful that I was able to do that, because if I was in a W-2 job, I would not have been able to do that, I don't think. And so the freedom of entrepreneurship is that, from my point of view, is that you're not restricted to a certain time frame, but that extends across all 7 days of the week. The more work I do on my business, the more opportunities I can reap the rewards of the hard work in the future. And there's no separation between life and work. It's just my existence right now. This is what I do. I, Everything is just kind of like all mashed together into one thing. So if I'm by a friend's house and we're not doing anything but watching TV, yeah, I'm going to be doing work on my phone, or I'm going to be doing work on my computer, because we're not doing anything. And I would rather be doing something productive than doing nothing, like watching TV or playing Switch with a 4-year-old. So that's just my take on the freedom of entrepreneurship. I hope that was beneficial for you. Hopefully there's some kind of gold nuggets in there. But that's my take. Thank you for watching.